Ever wondered why Japan is hollowing out a mountain? Let's dive into this fascinating topic. Why would anyone hollow out a mountain? What secrets lie within? Join us on a journey to uncover the truth behind Japan's mountain hollowing. Prepare to be amazed as we explore this unique phenomenon. Get ready for an adventure unlike any other. Something massive is being built in a distant part of Japan. It costs over $50 million and is the largest of its type in the world. It has been under development for almost 20 years and stands over 80 meters tall and approximately 70 meters wide. But you won't be able to find it easy since this massive edifice is actually concealed deep in the countryside. And when completed, it will appear like nothing else on Earth. Practically. Our cosmos is made up of small subatomic elements called quarks, bosons, and neutrinos. Neutrinos behave in unusual ways. They go across space without interacting with other matter. Billions of them constantly pass through your body, not affecting you. Understanding how this happens has the potential to dramatically alter our perspective on the cosmos. However, as one would expect from the universe's tiniest particles, they are difficult to detect. One method for identifying them is to smash larger fragments together at high speeds and keep track of the result. That is exactly what is happening at CERN's Large Hadron Collider. Another technique to notice them is to simply listen, which is about as simple as it appears. Ideally, you want somewhere isolated, quiet, and calm. Fortunately, Japan is rather excellent at it. Mount Nijugo, located in the small hamlet of Kamioka in the Japanese Alps, is home to the Hyper Kamio Kande, a $600 million science experiment directed by the University of Tokyo and sponsored by academics from 21 nations. When completed, it will be the world's largest neutrino observatory and a stunning achievement for Japan's building sector. But as wonderful as the Hyper Kamio Kande is, it is not the first of its sort or even the first in the vicinity. The area around Kamioka is known for its zinc mining sector, and in 1983, a local mining business assisted in the construction of the initial Kamioka nuclear degradation experiment, or Kamiokande for short. The success of it led to the Super Kamiokande in 1996, and the Hyper Kamiokande, which is now under development. The most recent generation of sensors consists of a massive cylinder cut into mountain rock and accessible by a main tube at the top and a secondary tube at the foot. At 88 meters high and 69 meters wide, it can accommodate an entire Boeing 747 resting on its end. The Hyper Kamiokande project has been planned since 1999, and work on the entrance tunnel began in May 2021, after more than 2 decades of development. The 2-kilometer approach tunnel was excavated in 9 months using a drill and blast technology before being sprayed with concrete to provide a smoother and more stable surface. This approach tunnel runs to the middle of what would eventually be the observatory's roof. Because the observatory is 681 meters below the mountain summit, a domed construction was built, which was subsequently strengthened by a steel truss to withstand the immense weight of the granite above it. This was finished in October 2023, and the crew has now moved on to the next stage of the project, blowing down through 71 meters of rock to build the massive cavern that will house the observatory. The rock is difficult for the building workers, but it is what makes the site ideal for detecting neutrinos. The rock's density is similar to an observatory located 1.7 kilometers below the ocean's surface. That's no problem for neutrinos, which can easily flow through entire planets, but it gives good protection against cosmic rays and other electromagnetic fields, which could harm this experiment. Drilling is scheduled to end in 2025, but there is still quite a ways to go until it can identify a single subatomic particle. First, the interior of the cavern is going to be covered with 2 layers of concrete, including a waterproof layer. That's because this cavern is scheduled to become the world's biggest water tank. Once entirely waterproof, 260 million liters of water will be pumped into this massive cavern, which is roughly 4.5 times bigger than the world's largest aquarium, SeaWorld Abu Dhabi. When neutrinos travel through the tank, they are occasionally hit with electrons, emitting a faint light known as Cherenkov radiation. It is this radiation that the structure is intended to examine, but it requires another critical piece of equipment. 40,000 photodetectors are being built to line the interior of the cavern. Once mounted, these sensors will function as a gigantic camera, detecting the minuscule traces of light emitted by Cherenkov radiation. The photodetectors of Super Kamiokande are so sensitive that they can detect the light from a flashlight being utilized on the moon. The sensors being developed for Hyper Kamiokande are roughly twice as accurate as this, and they are also designed to endure the massive weight of 260,000 tons of water. Construction is planned to be completed in 2026, and the Hyper Kamiokande should begin detecting neutrinos and conducting other experiments in 2027. As fascinating as all of this is, you might be excused for wondering, what has particle physics ever done for me? For starters, particle physics is responsible for any medical scans or tumor diagnoses you've received. The discipline has also led to medical advancements that have resulted in AIDS therapies and several other medications. It has also resulted in a better understanding of fluid dynamics, which aids in the construction of long-distance pipelines and provides more accurate weather forecasts. Let us not forget that Tim Berners-Lee created a new system for quickly and efficiently sharing information with a group of particle physicists. Finally, it's probably safe to say that this research experiment will live up to its expectations. Thanks for joining us on this exploration of Japan's innovative solution to urban space constraints by hollowing out a mountain. We hope you found the process as intriguing as we did. If you enjoyed this glimpse into Japan's unique problem solving, please give us a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful tech stories. Until next time, stay curious.